All right, so for today's stat of the week, well, it's not really going to be much of a stat, but we're going to talk about the curse of the Golden State Warriors because today it was recently announced that Marquise Chris, their backup center and power forward, is going to miss the remainder of the season because he broke his leg, which is very unfortunate news because the team really doesn't have many options in the first place. So it brings up the discussion again of whether this franchise is cursed for leaving Oakland, because the amount of tournament events that they've had in the last 2 years after all the good that has happened to that franchise is kind of absurd. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Warriors suck.
Well, it's basically because pretty much ever since they announced that they were leaving Oakland to move to a new stadium in San Francisco, it kind of felt like they're abandoning their heritage, I guess, because everything that they grew, the culture wise and dynasty wise, happened in Oakland, and they're just gonna leave that. So a lot of people saying it's the curse of leaving Oakland, because and this is all in a year span. Kevin Durant got injured in the playoffs, and tore his Achilles. Klay Thompson missed a game in the finals, which they ended up losing, and then in Game 6 he tore his ACL after he was playing. He was playing super amazing. Stephen Curry missed the entire 2020 season after 5 games. Yeah, so the Warriors pretty much tanked. They did get James Wiseman out of it though.
And then Clay came back.
And then, not even at that point yet. I'm doing a timeline.
Oh, okay.
And then during their disaster season, last season, D'Angelo Russell, when he was on the team, missed a huge number of games just to minor injuries they kept missing. Draymond also missed a bunch of games through injuries. Let's see, and then the off season when they were expecting Clay to come back and the team to be fully healthy. Clay tore his Achilles right before free agency started. So even if they wanted to get a better team, because they don't have Klay Thompson, they couldn't lure any free agents. And then we're back up to Marquise Chris breaking his leg after hoping to have a good season on a team with almost no depth.
Do you think they sold their soul to the devil?
Just they sold out to the San Francisco billionaires.
Yeah.
To chase.
It's so unfortunate, man.
It's honestly kind of sad.
I think Steph Curry, being the nicest guy ever, deserves better right now.
As an individual, I would say deserves better.
You're right.
But that whole franchise is just getting destroyed.
I guess it was bound to happen.
I mean, with how high they were,
Yeah.
at their peak as one of the best teams of all time, and in my opinion, the best team of all time. It's going down to the worst team in the NBA.
Do you think? Because remember in the beginning, we said that we thought they would make the playoffs. Do you still have
No.
high hopes for them or no?
Zero hopes.
'Cause, I mean, it's still early, but I'm saying no.
You're saying no, unless something changes within either within the roster or within the offense, because the team has no playmaking whatsoever outside of Curry. I really don't see how they get any better than the 8th seed. But even then, they probably have to fight for the 8th seed.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad because I was really hoping for an MVP caliber season from Curry.
It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't, because the team we've seen good players around bad teams, but they still had passable players. When Westbrook won his MVP, he still had three or four good role players, like Steven Adams, Victor Oladipo.
Depot.
Yeah, and I think he still had Domantas Sabonis, young Domantas Sabonis, who's later an All-Star. But there was they still had role players, even though there's only one star level player. They still had They still had other serviceable players. But this Warriors team, besides Curry with Draymond out, is
I'll say
straight
Curry,
terrible.
Curry and Wiseman.
Oh yeah,
Wiseman
has shown to be a pretty good first 2 games.
Yeah.
He had 16 points the first one and 19 points the second one.
Yeah.
So he's looking pretty good. He looks to be a better shooter than I thought.
He can shoot threes.
Yeah, he's been shooting wide open threes. Usually most centers are hesitant from that, but he's not afraid to take them. So I guess a light in the darkness.
Right.
For now. I don't know. He could be in the running for Rookie of the Year. A lot of people have him as the pick.
Or if Wiseman got hurt too.
I don't. He seems to be pretty durable.
He actually seems like a
Sturdy
guy. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just hoping the team doesn't like have any further injuries
Mm-hmm.
because they've been through so much.
Yeah. They said Draymond's supposed to be back within the next couple of games. But realistically, how much is Draymond gonna do?
I mean, it could because he's another playmaker,
Mm-hmm.
but that's pretty much. It's like how much of a difference is that gonna make?
I don't know.
If the team's that bad, if the rest of the team is that bad, like it's really gonna ride on how good Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre are gonna be because the first two games they were just they're not even worthy of being NBA players. Like I could have done better. It's like I might not have dunked, but I probably would have hit a three.
Kelly Oubre's only been dunking.
He hasn't made a single field goal that's out of dunks.
Yeah. And that's so sad. He was doing okay. And then I don't know what happened to both of those
In
guys.
Phoenix,
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre was good in Phoenix, but he tore his meniscus, which is a minor injury, but he did miss some time. He didn't play in the bubble either, but he got shipped. He got traded there like right before the season started, so he has like no like
Chemistry really.
he has no chemistry. He has like barely any like training or practice with the team, like up until like right now.
Right.
So we'll see. But Andrew Wiggins has been practicing with the team all like for the whole 8 months,
He makes me so mad.
literally, because everybody was hoping for something good to come out of him, because basically,
It's
because
like a restart, you know?
yeah, it's like this is his fresh start. He has a good chance to prove himself, and that's how he starts the season.
He's a buffoon.
It's so trash. But yeah, I just hope things get better for the Warriors.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either that or they just like start tanking and get Cade Cunningham from the draft.
Who is it? Cade Cunningham or Jalen Suggs, right?
Jalen Green?
I think it's Suggs. Oh, Jalen Green, G League.
Yeah, he went straight to G League, but he's gonna
Yeah.
apply for the draft again.
Dude, he's looking good too.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Mhm.
I well, it's obviously not. It's obviously too early for it to call it
Mhm.
quits for the Warriors, but I mean they have options to which one they want to try. But the fact that they're spending like $100 million in luxury tax this season, we probably already know what they're gonna try to do, and that's try to make the playoffs. At least try to be competitive. Yeah.
Curry seemed pretty depressed the last interview he did.
He literally sounded depressed.
Yeah.
Like he was like making faces at like every time the team took bad shots. It's just like, what are you doing, man?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like hopefully, I really hope they change the offense because the offense is like too complicated for a bad team like this.
You see Curry, he does the thing where he sets screens and he runs around.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
it's like his teammates are getting open looks, but they're just not making them
Nah.
because he still has the influence. Like that hasn't gone away,
Nah.
but it's not working because the rest of the team is really really bad. All right, that's all for today.
That's all, folks.
Yep.
What?
Outro.
Oh, the outro.